Hi guys, welcome to my channel. And yes, I'm back with the board because need postpone ho gaya. I don't know how that makes sense, but yeah. Today we're going to do glycolysis. We're going to understand the mechanism and I'm going to teach it in a way that you don't have to remember the step using a mnemonic or something, but you can just analyze ki aage kya hone wala hai. So yeah, let's start with glycolysis, the enzymes involved in it, where it happens and what glycolysis is a process which happens in the cytoplasm of animal cells and plant cells also, basically any living thing. And it happens irrespective of any kind of respiration, matlab aerobic respiration ho, anaerobic respiration ho. Glycolysis is a process which is constant for every organism. It takes place in the cytoplasm and its end products, its starting products are, starting reactants is glucose. One molecule of glucose will end up giving two molecules of pyruvic acid, and this pyruvic acid is further utilized for aerobic and anaerobic respiration respectively. And it was discovered by these three scientists, Emden, Meyerhoff and Parnas. So that's why it's also known as EMP pathway. Okay. So yeah, we're done with what glycolysis is. Let's go to the steps and ways to memorize. What I have here is a molecule of glucose. So we'll start with the steps. Glucose, with the help of the enzyme hexokinase. Hexo matlab 6. So you know that glucose is a 6-carbon molecule. So hexokinase is easier to remember if you think of it in that way. So to glucose, a phosphate group is added because ATP here gets converted into ADP plus phosphate. ATP is adenosine triphosphate and ADP is diphosphate. So you get a free phosphate group here which gets attached to glucose to form glucose 6-phosphate. That means phosphate is attached to the 6th position of glucose. So let's just show phosphate group in that way. Next, with the help of the enzyme phosphohexose isomerase. So you know glucose and fructose are isomers. Matlab uska their formula, their structural formula is the same, but their structure is different. So with the help of an enzyme which has isomerase in it, you can easily remember it that way. You get fructose 6-phosphate. So now you convert this molecule into fructose, and I'll just draw it. This is a molecule of fructose, and as you can see, it has the same amount of carbons as in glucose because they're structural isomers. Okay, but abhi hame convert karna hai into fructose 6-phosphate. So it isomerizes into fructose 6-phosphate. So let's add the phosphate group at the 6th carbon position here. Okay, so this is fructose 6-phosphate. Next step. Again, ATP is breaking down into ADP and phosphate free phosphate group. Now, since there is a free phosphate group, it gets added to this reactant to give fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. Bis matlab 2, and that's a way of nomenclature which you will learn. So it gets added at the 1st carbon, and the enzyme is phosphofructokinase. So you can easily remember the enzyme name by just knowing what the reaction is. Phosphofructokinase, phosphate group getting added to fructose. Kinase is synthesis. So here another phosphate group is being added. Okay, we're done with 3 steps here, and you already realized that ATP is being broken down in 2 steps here. Okay, so 2 ATP molecules are being used. Okay. Next, let's come to the synthesis of PGAL or glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Okay. Now what happens here is fructose, which is a 6-carbon molecule, it gets broken down into 2 3-carbon molecules. Okay. So PGAL is a 3-carbon molecule, or glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. You call it PGAL. PGAL is this molecule. Okay. So as you see, the enzyme required to convert fructose 1,6-bisphosphate into PGAL is known as aldolase. Aldol ko tum break karo, al-ol. So there's aldehyde and alcohol groups present in this. So it's a 3-carbon molecule as you can see, and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So on the 3rd carbon there is a phosphate group. Now this PGAL in the 5th step, it is interconverted, matlab into DHAP. Now what I mean by interconverted is both these molecules are formed in equal amounts because they're just isomers. So another enzyme isomerase is used to convert PGAL to DHAP or dihydroxyacetone phosphate. So as the name suggests, DHAP will be something like this. Okay, hydroxyacetone, own group, ketone group. So these both just get interconverted, and then the next step, there is another molecule which you have to learn about in the next step, that is NAD+. So this NAD+ is again reduced to NADH plus H+. And when this reaction happens, then 2 ATP are released. So 1 NADH corresponds to 2 ATP. Okay, so you can see 2 ATP will be released here. Plus, since you know that PGL and DHAP are 2 molecules, because 6 carbon breaks down into 2 3 carbon molecules, it gets converted into this molecule. It gets converted into 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. Okay, 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, and the enzyme required is PGAL dehydrogenase. Okay, very easy to remember because it's based on the reactant ka name only, PGAL dehydrogenase. Let's look at what 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. This is 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, and we're considering this as the first carbon here because of the presence of the carboxylic acid group. Okay, so this molecule is now converted into 3-phosphoglycerate by another step in which ATP is synthesized. Matlab ADP jo hai, it adds a phosphor group and it becomes ATP. Now since there are 2 molecules of 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, you'll get 2 molecules of whatever the product is, and that's why you need to synthesize also 2 ATP because 2 phosphate groups are being used. Okay, so that means one of the phosphate group has to go away. So here one of the phosphate groups goes away from here, and this group formed here will be a carboxylic acid group which forms 3-phosphoglycerate. Glycerate is another name for glyceric acid, so it's basically 3-phosphoglyceric acid, 2 molecules of it, and 3-phosphoglyceric acid is now converted into 2 molecules of 2-phosphoglyceric acid. Now isme koi there isn't any loss or gain of any group, just that the phosphate group is migrating from 3rd position to 2nd position. Okay, and this is done by an enzyme called as phosphoglycerate mutase. Now conversion of bisphosphoglyceric acid into 3-phosphoglycerate, it required phosphoglycerate kinase because kinase is synthesizing, so it synthesized phosphoglycerate. Now as phosphoglycerate may, the phosphate group is moving from one carbon to the other, and this is mutation, basically movement of this one group from here to here. That's why it's known as phosphoglycerate mutase. Okay, this is the 8th step, and after this finally you get 2 PEP or phosphoenol pyruvate. So phosphoenol pyruvate is formed by loss of water molecule. Okay, now whenever there is dehydration, right? Yeah, whenever there is dehydration, you can always see the formation of double bond. So one H and one OH went from here, so water molecule has been removed, and this is phosphoenol pyruvate, and the enzyme is enolase. Enol is the double bond group, ol is the alcohol group. So yeah, phosphoenol pyruvate will give this is phosphoenol pyruvate. You get 2 molecules of it. Now the final product, again ADP is converted into ATP. That means one phosphate group is coming out. It will form pyruvic acid. Now phosphate group is coming out of this, so basically phosphate group is out and this is pyruvic acid. Alright, and the enzyme for this is pyruvate kinase. So anything synthesizing anything is kinase. Fine. So we are done with all the steps of this. See, it's easy to remember this cycle when you look at it in this way, when you look at the names of the enzymes, etc. And when you can see where ATP is being converted into ATP, where phosphate is being released, etc. It's better if you remember this cycle this way, but if you want a mnemonic, you can find many on the internet. If you want to know the mnemonic I used, basically I made this into a song, but the other mnemonic I used was good girls like French fries, pagal dudes like big phones, photos and PP. Don't judge. I made this in 11th grade and you know how people are in 11th grade. Anyways, So we're done with that. And let's find out where all ATP is being consumed and being used. So in step 1, 3, ATP is being used. In step 6, NADH, which corresponds to 3 ATP, is being produced. So that means 2 molecules of NADH, matlab 6 molecules of ATP are being produced. Here 2 of them are being produced in step 7 and 2 of them in step 10. Okay, so as a total, we have a gross gain of 6 plus 4, that is 10 ATP. But since 2 ATP are being used in first and third step, there is a net gain of 8 ATP. Okay, and you can easily remember the steps where ATP is being used, etc. So that is step 1, 3, 7 and 10. You can easily associate the numbers 1, 3, 7 and 10 because 7 plus 3 equals 10, something like that. And water is being released in step 9. So if you want, learn this cycle along with the enzymes as I told you by associating ki kaun sa molecules kya deta hai, when phosphate goes away and what is formed, etc. Or else find a mnemonic and learn it that way. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more videos like this where I explain the concept, then please let me know. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe.